This is the second Xtaero boat down in our shop in Tacoma. I'm showing this video to you so you can get a little better handle on the welding that we're doing. This is just some tack welds and some little test welds on the transom. This is the outboard bracket actually. These stiffeners were put on here to help us move the boat. This hook is how we lifted it out of the jig. And those will come off before we put the engine on, obviously. This is the start of the drain plug. It's a Schedule 80 pipe. And then the transom outboard bracket, some welds on there. In terms of the design, people ask me over and over again, why would the Xtaero boat be better than any other boat? And in a 22-foot boat, we have a significant amount of structure underneath. The CVK, which is the centerpiece that you see right there, is 1/4 inch, 3 inches tall, and it's a full piece from the front of the boat to the back of the boat. Underneath the gas tank tray, there's other vertical stiffeners that are also 1/4 inch, and those are 50/86. Then you have the full-length girders with the lightning holes in them that are these long pieces here. And then another set of girders on the outside. And then another vertical stiffener. You've got vertical stiffeners between the girders. And all these vertical stiffeners in here are 1/4 inch. So for a 22-foot boat, it is extremely well built. We have full width, what's called transverse frames. So the framing starts over here on the chine, tied into the side plate, and it goes down underneath the gas tank tray. See the rat hole there, so water can go on either side of the CVK. And then it's tied into the girder, this girder piece, all the way out to the other side of the boat. And most of the welding is done in here, and you can see that our welding quality is quite good. Rob is a professional welder, and right now we've got guys that were trained by Safe Boats, Almar, and Kwieciak, and Snow and Company working on this boat, and they're all very good. The level of detail in here allows us to take our bent parts and get down to about a 1/16 of an inch on most areas, and we do very little trimming. This is a test piece here. Guys will actually test their own welding based on thicknesses and different angles to set their guns up right. So it's going to not be part of the boat, but it's one of the things that they do before they weld it up. We have cabin stiffeners. These little pieces that you see here are going to be mounting brackets for what we call the little wooden wings. That'll be a cosmetic plate that goes in there, and we'll hide some wires behind there. The cabin roof structure is huge. This is a formed piece that goes all the way down to the front and the back of the cabin. We're going to put paneling and insulation up there on this boat. The center wireway is where we'll run the wires for the anchor light and the radar. Rob handmade this. This is basically a 1/4 inch thick channel, 3x2. We routed the edges off on a router table and then handmade the little corner up there so we could get the wires around it. Where those letters are is where the windshield wipers are going to go. And there's going to be some ABS formed and African sapele wood in the cabin. This will be all African sapele up here. This is a wooden template that we've made. And down in here we've got some ductwork for welding smoke. And we've got the full weld out all over inside the cabin. This is the cuddy. Here we have the dash panel. There'll be a large access hatch cut in the front of that. Now, you've heard me mention that there's breastplates. People don't know exactly what a breastplate is, but the breastplate is basically same shape as the chine. This is the chine for the outside of the boat, and the breastplate comes along here and ties into the front of the CVK, and these side stiffeners go up and tie into the breastplate. Our chines go through that and tie into the CVK up forward, and then there's another set of stiffeners that comes up into the CVK, and then this piece right here is actually the floor of the anchor locker, which you can't see from the outside of the boat. And then this shelf with the pipe provides more stiffening side to side. So when we say that we can hit a wave doing 30 or 40 miles an hour and everything is fine, this is the structure inside the boat that allows us to handle that type of energy. When you hit the waves, the shock waves go through the entire boat and it's absorbed by all this metal work. You can see the cabin roof is really solid, and then the cuddy roof is also really solid with channels, so you can get up there, 2 or 3 guys jump up on the cuddy. That's for if you're out fishing and you need to get up forward and you want to have a solid boat. That's exactly what that's for. It's kind of built like a World War II tank, and we hope you enjoy it.